Hi, my name is Steve Sherman, and I thought it would be helpful if I posted a video about my experience with the new Garmin Forerunner 265 and comparing that with the Garmin Forerunner 255. So I'm a longtime triathlete, and I have typically used Garmin products for my running and cycling, and also for swimming and triathlons. And most recently I wanted to upgrade from the Phoenix 5 that I had, which was a great triathlon watch, but I found kind of bulky, and I thought I would also use this as an opportunity to upgrade from my running and pool swimming watch, which was the Garmin Forerunner 245 Music, which I thought was a great watch, loved it. And the only thing that it really didn't have was a good multi-sport mode, and it didn't have open water swimming. So in looking at the new Garmin Forerunner 265, it had pretty much all the same features as the 245 had, except it had open water swimming, triathlon mode. It still would play music that I like to listen to for some of my runs, and so it seemed to check off all the boxes. However, when I got the watch, and I don't know if my experience is simply as someone who is I'm 60 years old, so my eyes are not the same, obviously, as back when I was in my 20s. But I think that my experience is going to be pretty similar to people that are in their 40s and 50s as well. So what I experienced with the 265, which has a fantastic, colorful display, is that display times out after about maximum 15 seconds, and then the watch goes into a dimmer mode. And that's whether you're using it as a regular watch or during your activities as well. So when it would go into the dimmer mode, which was pretty much all the time, I just couldn't see it. So outside, sunny day, whether I was running or swimming, there was just no way of seeing the display. Now, if something would happen to wake up the watch, then for about 15 seconds, you'd have a wonderful display, no problems seeing it at that point. So if you have your lap set to go off every mile when you're on a run, sure, when it displays that, it's going to be very nice, easy to see, but then that's going to go away after 15 seconds. So it really wasn't meeting my needs. I contacted Garmin, and the customer support the folks were fantastic. So basically what I ended up doing was getting a Forerunner 255 Music, which gave me all the same functionality that I had with my prior Forerunner 245. A little bit bigger screen, but it had the open water swimming, it had the triathlon multi-sport mode, so it pretty much checked almost all the boxes. And if you do a side-by-side comparison between the features of the Forerunner 255 and the newer Forerunner 265, there are some differences functionality-wise, but I'm a let's say a middle-of-the-pack athlete. Those extra things weren't deal breakers for me, and let's face it, what difference does it make if it has the features if I can't use the watch? I can't see the screens when I'm exercising, then the rest really doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead now and go outside, and I'm going to show you a side-by-side comparisons of me using both the Forerunner 265 in right conditions, and also the Forerunner 255, and you'll see why really the Forerunner 255 Music is just a better fit for me. And we'll see, your experience may differ, but if you've got an older set of eyes, I would suspect not. Okay, so I am outside, and it's a very sunny day, and I've got the 265 on my wrist, and I'm not sure how well it's going to record, but it just went from the active display into the dimmer mode, and it's just I can't even see it. It's very hard for me to read. Now if I do the aggressive wrist turn to wake it up, then okay, I got it. Now you can see it, and that's not really an issue, but okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put it into the pool swim mode as an example. Okay, so now it's in the pool swim mode, and I'm going to hit start. Okay, and so you can see the interval timer, and there's no distance since I'm not actually swimming, and then in about another couple seconds. So now it's in the dimmer mode, and I just cannot see it. It is darn near impossible. So there's no way, if you're swimming, your hand is underwater and you're wearing goggles, you just can't see that. Now again, it's true if you do that violent wrist turn. Let's see if I can successfully do that. Yes, I got it to be displayed again, but again, that's very hard to do while you're swimming. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you a comparison with the Forerunner 255. Okay, so now I have the Forerunner 255 on, and not sure how well it's going to be displaying here in the very bright light, but aside from being on the camera, I can actually see it just fine with my naked eye. I'm going to do the same thing and put it into pool mode. Okay, so I've got it in pool mode, and now I'm going to hit start. Okay, and there we go. So again, depending on how this is showing up on the iPhone, I'm not sure, but I can very clearly see the display, and I'm not going to have to worry about the thing timing out. It's already up to 20 seconds, and again, there's no display of the distance because I'm not actually swimming, but you know, this is basically a night and day difference to my eyes. Okay.